Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. This is Nike Truth.
I'm Kikai, and this is
Read a
Read a
Damn
Damn
Book.
Book.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. Episode 3,
Boom, boom, boom. Transportation.
Transportation. And Nike, what is your favorite mode of transportation?
Favorite mode. Do we mean literally, metaphorically?
I mean, literally.
Okay, literally, I hmm, I guess my favorite mode of transportation will honestly be the bus. I don't really like driving, and I've always liked taking the bus. I like being able to just kind of sit, watch
Mhm.
everything pass. I like seeing people like get off on their stops and come on.
Yeah, it's like you get a little piece of their journey as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. How about you, K guy?
Um, I would say trains for a similar reason.
Mm.
Um, but also that they're faster. I wish we had more trains in the US.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only been on one train once. It was my family took the train Michigan to Texas, and
Wow.
that was awful. Oh, it was so bad. There was like
Oh
this
no.
giant 2-day delay, and we were just at the train station just forever. Oh, it was horrible.
That sounds, yeah. The trains we do have are not efficient, which is kind of the opposite of what train travel is supposed to be.
Yeah, very backwards. Especially since all we used to have was trains. It's like, how did it get so bad?
Yeah, yeah. Lobbyists. That's how it got so bad.
Er, shaking my fist at you.
For real. Okay, so we've got two poems each for y'all today, about kind of themed around transportation.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, so mm, do you want to start or should I?
I can start.
Okay.
Like, this is called Archaic Motorcycle Breath by David L. Onan. The whistle of brakes. Now here comes the burning oil, the grinding pedals to the street, polluted with archaic motorcycle breath. Across the bridges, they spread disease in the ripples of the river. The script flips over that mountaintop when freedom is disrobed of crimson dress. Let's believe in the burning of the privileges to the disease of a racism mentality, blowing up the baby boomer birthday party around the curve. The flames eat through the winds of malice. How to become one? When? When reduced to living behind the fence, cannot see, cannot breathe. In the flesh that should feel free, but the enemies are loud, and they assassinate without hesitation, living in fears that feeds the dictator's stomach. No one is here for your entertainment purposes only, and no one under this sky was put here to feel less than human. So hard to fly within the radar when the sunlight dies. You cannot tame the bird to go hide in the nest. Never a prisoner, never a suit, never a believer in the power of the badge. Mixed in the blood of your boots and your fairy tale dream, the skeletons show from the closets. When you think all your bones are hidden, will it all come out in the wash? Will hope from the black robes on blue lit streets, the skyline begins to burn like paper. A new revolution bubbles out from the crisping seas. The chariot to heaven doesn't include stops to hide in the tunnels. When your name is called, remember those whom you've made suffer. When your name is called, your lips won't rest in the quakes and quiver. But love will come from the ashes, but equality will come from the ashes, but the truth will come from the ashes. Honor will be, humanity will be, and the American eagle coins melt down like rain, and monetary status becomes irrelevant.
Ooh. Snap, 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 snaps.
So that was a big one, and honestly, what I really loved about that one, aside from its very cathartic attitude,
Yes.
It's just that I love how transportation in this poem is more so it's obviously it's more than a metaphor, but transportation is like representing just the mass corruption and the oppression of people and how it is just kind of like a motorcycle just ripping through a town or something. It is so loud, you can't ignore it. You want to, but it's just so in your face and you
Hmm.
have to do something about it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, this is so interesting. It's interesting because I think that the motorcycle here is like both the thing that's being terrible and also like a thing that's capable of destruction.
Yeah.
Um, I really like the line, blowing up the baby boomer birthday party around the curve. Because I can imagine, some baby boomers having a birthday party and all of a sudden, it's like it ruins the vibe.
Oh yeah. No, I like that part a lot. It honestly reminds me a lot of around here. You see a lot of old people, they like to be on their porch, as they do.
Yeah,
But
respect that. I like to be on my porch.
yeah, but it's like universe forbid you are not driving exactly the speed limit in their little neighborhood. They will literally run out in the street and slow down right at you. That's
Shake
just
their fists at the sky in anger.
young people these days, they always say. And it's just like, get over yourself.
Right, right. Well, and I kind of, am imagining theoretically this could also be the motorcycle of equality, right? And it's like got this burning streak of flame behind it, um,
Yeah.
making everything reborn.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that twist. Yeah, it definitely is like it doesn't always have to be such a bad thing. It's like change and good things can also come very fast and feel bad to other people who don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's a very good point.
Oh, that's such a fun poem. Thank you for introducing it to me.
Oh, yes, not a problem.
All right. I think I'll start with Theories of Time and Space by Natasha Trethewey.
Yes.
And it's so funny because I was looking for poems for this and I was like, I found this one and I was like, I'm pretty sure that I've heard this one before. I'm pretty sure that I considered it for like forensics when I did like speech and debate. I would
Mhm.
like present, like perform poetry. I'm pretty sure that this was one that I performed like in high school. Theories of Time and Space by Natasha Trethewey. You can get there from here, though there's no going home. Everywhere you go will be somewhere you've never been. Try this. Head south on Mississippi 49, one by one mile markers ticking off another minute of your life. Follow this to its natural conclusion. Dead end at the coast, the pier at Gulfport where riggings of shrimp boats are loose stitches in a sky threatening rain. Cross over the man-made beach, 26 miles of sand dumped on a mangrove swamp, buried terrain of the past. Bring only what you must carry, tome of memory, its random blank pages. On the dock where you board the boat for Ship Island, someone will take your picture. The photograph, who you were, will be waiting when you return.
Ooh, I got to say, I'd still really like this poem. This is like when you first put it into our little poem bank. I
Yeah,
like reread it like a couple of times because I really love it, honestly.
I think she's so good at like it's concise, but like the imagery is very powerful.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I really like is that the beginning sentences, like she basically just kind of puts it all out there, you know. You can
Yes.
get from here, though there's no going home. And
Hmm.
that's just it hits so hard, but then like the rest of the poem, it's like it's a very gentle journey of like, don't be scared of that, come
Hmm.
and allow me to show you how it's not a scary thing.
Like this is the natural conclusion. Um, all you carry is like your memories and like the I like everywhere you go will be somewhere you've never been.
Yeah.
because like you're changing. Um, and then I like, I've never actually been to Mississippi. She's the poet laureate of Mississippi, and this poem takes place in Mississippi.
Hmm.
Um, but she clearly paints a picture of that place and almost uses it as an allegory for life, like the literal directions of like heading south on Mississippi 49 on the highway, past all these things to using this actual island, Ship Island, kind of as an allegory for death. I don't know,
Yeah.
a transition in your life.
Yeah. Oh, I get that. I like that too. Yeah. It shows very much like it's very it is very specific in how she does it, but the way
Mhm.
that she's describing it, it also feels like, this could take place anywhere. It's
Yeah.
you could also get the same feeling like, um, I don't know, just putting a random state out there, Michigan. You could also
Right.
be going down, like, you could also be going down the East Highway and just trying to do something completely different. And I
Hmm.
think that's what I like a lot about this poem. It
Hmm.
it is very specific in how it's doing things, but like the
Hmm.
overall message, it just feels so universal, I guess.
Right, right. Well, and that's kind of one of the things that we talked about in our poetry classes, right? Was I think that sometimes you're like, well, I want everybody to relate to my poem, so I want it to be like more general. But actually, the more specific you make your poem, the more relatable it actually ends up being to people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that a lot. And I
I
do.
also like I like the 26 miles of sand dumped on a mangrove swamp because here in Hawaii, that's what happened to a bunch of our swampland, our marshland was people filled it in.
Boo.
Boo.
That sucks. But yes, I enjoy that very much. I'm re-looking at it, and I am looking at this one part, follow this to its natural conclusion, dead end at the coast. And
Mhm.
the more that I'm looking at it, that is like really ringing to me.
Mm.
And I'm honestly not too sure why. I think maybe I'm just attracted to the end of like, it's like, what exactly is the dead end? What is the end? And it's, but
Mhm.
I guess that's like, that might also be like the point, like, what is the end for you when you're thinking of stuff like that?
Mhm. Well, in this poem, I like that too, the dead end at the coast, and I also like I don't think, if somebody's just listening to this and not actually looking at the poem, you can't see, but the stanza um goes follow this to its natural conclusion, dead end, and then the stanza breaks, and then
Yeah.
it goes at the coast, the pier at Gulfport. So that dead end feels really like it really does pack a punch.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it could be kind of just like running out of time.
Mhm.
Um, Especially with the like head south on Mississippi, 1 by 1 mile markers ticking off another minute of your life. It's like you're passing, you're passing, you're passing, and then boom, you can't go any further.
Yeah.
Um, except for in the poem, you can go further because she gets out of the car and transitions onto a boat where she goes to Ship Island.
Yeah.
So that would be my interpretation.
Yeah. I like your interpretation. It feels very spot on.
Thank you. All right, I want to hear your next poem.
Okay. I am excited for this one. Do. As soon as I can find it in all these tabs, here we go.
I know, right?
During the Impossible Age of Everything by Ada Limon. Now, a little backstory on this. I remember reading Ada Limon during college, and
Me too.
I remember honestly really ragging on her book that I had to read for class. It was very
Bro.
I know, I know. I think that was like my little kid mind not really getting it or something. And I just remember being really against her work. I was not feeling it. But then as I was looking for poetry for this episode, I found that book again and was kind of just rereading all of the poetry. And it was
Mm.
like, dang, dang, did I have
You're
it?
like, I get it now. I get it now.
Yeah, like I just needed to grow up a little bit more, but it's like you were onto something out of Limon. Okay. So during the impossible age of everyone by Ada Limon. There are so many people who've come before us. Arrows and wagon wheels, obsidian tools, buffalo. Look out at the meadow. You can almost see them. Generations dissolved in the blue grass and hay. I want to try and be terrific, even for an hour. If you walk long enough, your crowded head clears, like how all the cattle run off loudly as you approach. This fence is a good fence, but I doubt my own haywire will hold up to all this blank sky, so open and explicit. I'm like a fence, or a cow, or that word, yonder. There is a slow tractor traffic hollering outside, and I'd like not to be traffic, but the window's shaking, your shoes are piled up with mine, and the heat comes on, makes a simple noise, a dog yawn. People have done this before, but not us.
Mhm.
And I honestly, I really enjoy the very first stanzas of that.
Me too.
Goes to the callback of like arrows and wagon wheels, like obsidian tools, like things that we consider old now.
Hmm.
I really like that she does the callback of, you know, even if things feel old, even if they feel separate, even if we're in this new age, apparently, like just the whole act of like traveling the paces you don't really understand or are familiar with, like
Hmm.
that's a feeling that we all go through.
Hmm. And that you can look to the past and like even though the things that they did aren't quote unquote impressive anymore, they're terrific things. They're things that brought us here.
Yes. Yes, that's what I like too when she says, I want to try and be terrific, even for an hour.
Mhm.
Because, like, you know, back in the day, like, it was such a great thing to travel and stake
Mhm.
this new land. And I guess, like, technically, you feel like you can't really do that anymore. But it's
Mhm.
just like, you are. Like, you know, everything that you're doing is good. It is terrific. It should be in some type of book, even if it's the book of your mind. I don't know.
Yes. The tome of memory that Trethewey was talking about in the last poem.
Yes. Yes. And
Yeah, I love generations dissolved in the bluegrass and hay. Um that first stanza really does pack a punch. And I also really like the people have done this before, but not us.
yeah.
Um where it's like you're relating to the people of the past. Um but you're also like valuing your uniqueness and that you live in this exact moment um and nobody else does.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that too. It's so very like I guess like now that I'm thinking about it, it would be one of those moments. It's like you get really caught up in life, and sometimes you're not really sitting back and like kind of appreciating where you're at and what you're doing.
Mhm.
Definitely think that last sentence, it is a callback to like, you know, like this might feel like new to us or maybe not that insignificant or yeah, it feels like not that significant or something. But
Mhm.
like this is a very big important thing. And it's like we have
Mhm.
to appreciate it for what it is before it goes away.
Mhm. I love Ada Limon's poems because I think that they're often very short, but they do like there's a lot to unpack. Like we could go line by line for an hour
Yeah.
and analyze each little bit of it because it's just really thoughtfully crafted. This last one is Naomi Shihab Nye, Missing the Boat. It is not so much that the boat passed and you failed to notice it. It is more like the boat stopping directly outside your bedroom window, the captain blowing the signal horn, the band playing a rousing march. The boat shouted, waving bright flags, its silver hull blinding in the sunlight. But you had this idea you were going by train. You kept checking the timetable, digging in for tracks. and the boat got tired of you. So tired it pulled up the anchor and raised the ramp. The boat bobbed into the distance, shrinking like a toy, at which point you probably realized you had always loved the sea.
Oof. Oh man.
Gut
Oh,
punch.
oh man. One of the things I really liked about this poem, it honestly felt a little bit like a call out. Like
It
I'm one of
does.
those people, like I really like to have plans in motion, and I like
Yeah, yeah.
as much as possible stick to the plan because I
Mhm,
feel safe. But this poem just like makes me feel like it is nice to have a plan, but if a good opportunity comes along, you have to take it.
mhm.
Just like, "Ooh, call me out."
Right, ouch. Thanks, Naomi. Sometimes we need that call out. It's a call in.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I think she illustrates that so well. Um, in such a like, because she could just say that. She could just say, well, even though you have certain expectations, when an opportunity comes that you weren't expecting, you should take it before it disappears. Um, like she creates this really lovely metaphor with the boat and the train,
Yeah.
and just yeah, puts it in a way where at first you don't quite realize what she's doing, and then by the end you're like, "Oh, okay. I totally understand what you're saying here."
Yeah. I really like the lines when the captain blowing the signal horn, the band playing a rousing march. And it is so in your face. It's like just look, just pay attention, just be aware. And
Yeah,
like that's I really love those lines. They're just
yeah,
very powerful to me.
yeah. I think I like that she really rests with the boat description there, like, from "It is more like the boat stopping," all the way down to the silver hole blinding in the sunlight, like, she's like,
Mm.
"Okay, there's this boat, there's this boat, there's this boat," and then she goes, "But you had this idea you were going by train."
Yeah.
And that little flip, like, puts everything in perspective. I almost imagine so I love the directly outside your bedroom window. I imagine, like, you're curled up under your blankets, like, not wanting to hear it. You're like, "This is so loud. I have a
Yeah.
train trip today."
Yeah. Oh, I do like that. It is very just like, it's like you want to go on this train, you're so excited to go on the train, but now that
Mhm,
the boat is finally leaving, it's like, I wonder what it would have been like to get on that boat. And it's like,
mhm.
too late now.
Too late now. Ah,
Ooh.
yeah. She's another just really incredible poet.
Yeah, I love that this whole poem is it's very much just like, live your life with just intention and awareness.
Mhm,
Like, always appreciate what's around you because we do get very caught up in what we feel like life should be or how it's
mhm.
supposed to go. And it's
I
just like,
should be doing this. I need to do this.
yeah,
No, you don't.
yeah.
No, you
And,
don't.
and it's just like, just relax. Just take it
Mhm,
easy.
mhm. Life will unfold,
As it always does.
as it always does. Ah, some incredible poetry.
Oh yes, they all have been really great. Honestly,
Yes.
I have liked your poems a lot. I've liked that they all kind of deal with kind of like transportation is very much so it's like it's time.
Mhm,
And it's just like,
mhm,
be very aware of how
mhm,
you're using your time and be conscious
mhm,
of the ways that you want to use your time.
mhm, mhm. I've
It's
loved your poems too, and I think that they also get to the heart of those things as well, where it's like using transportation as a metaphor for transition.
yeah.
Which is ultimately what being transported is some sort of transition, be it through time or from one location to another.
Yeah.
That being said, I also wanted to discuss a little what's a time that you've been transported, or is there something that transports you? And this is a little bit more of a metaphorical question.
Okay. So I would honestly say these last 4 years, well, okay. So in the, like thinking about you finally graduating and being super happy
Oh,
for you,
oh,
because
thank you.
It also made me realize that it has already been 4 years since I've been in college and since I've graduated, and
Right.
I'm in such a different place now. I feel like
Yeah.
the best way to describe it is it sounds scary, but it's not. It's like the best way has been like a roller coaster. Like
Mhm.
it felt like there's been times it's felt a little unsettling to kind of go down this very steep level, and it's like it feels like I'm heading into nowhere, but I've also really enjoyed the loops and turns, and it
Hmm.
felt very exhilarated. And now I think I'm finally at the end of the roller coaster, and it's like, oh, that was fun, but definitely wouldn't do that again. Yeah.
Are you gonna get on a boat now?
I just might, because I boats, even though I get a little seasick.
Oh no, no. Maybe pick another mode of transportation now instead of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
No, that's a yeah, it's been 4 years since we graduated undergrad.
Yes,
And yeah,
it's been a very wild ride, but I don't regret it, and I've been enjoying every second of it.
yeah. And that's the way to do it, right? Just
Ab-
take everything as it comes.
Absolutely. What do you think, KK?
I think so. I was thinking of things that transport me.
Mm,
And one of the things that really transports me here in Hawaii is the smell of the rain.
mm,
Or rather the smell of the dirt in the rain. I think that's what it is that when it rains, it activates something different in the dirt and it
okay.
smells different. Um, because my family is from like rural Hawaii.
Mm,
And we're from an area that rains a lot.
mm,
And that rain has a very particular smell because it's kind of in this tropical area.
mm,
Um, and now I'm living in the city where there's a lot more concrete, a lot less plants, and but when it rains here, it smells the same
mm.
as that place that the place that my family lives that I would visit as a child. And so it gives me this like nostalgic, comforting feeling.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
like
that
that. It's like no
smell
matter
of rain.
yeah, like no matter where you're going, it's like you are always reminded of like home. I like
Hmm. Yeah, it definitely when it rains here, it like recenters me on that kind of homey feeling.
yeah, that's very beautiful.
Mhm. Thank you. All right, well, should we wrap it up?
I think we should.
Mhm. Thank you everyone for listening.
We will see you for episode 3.
Yay, bye.